Okay, so one common task that pops up from time to time when you're working with vector data in ArcGIS Pro is the need to create a new column or field in your attribute table. So you create a new attribute. So to do that, you go ahead and look at any attribute table that you have. This can even work for standalone tables that you have in ArcGIS Pro. So first we're going to look at the Indiana counties map I have here. We're going to right click on it in our contents tab and go to the attribute table. And this will open up the attribute table as a standalone window or a tabbed window down here. We can actually pull the attribute table out of this so that it does stand alone, which is convenient if you have multiple monitors, and then we can also make it snap right back in. And in this case, maybe I want to add a column to calculate some ratio between two variables in the data set, or to create a new variable that I can use to do something like dissolve internal boundaries within the state boundaries of Indiana, and I don't want to go ahead and find another layer that symbolizes that, or even if I do find another layer that symbolizes the boundary of Indiana, its scale or level of detail may be mismatched. And so keeping my data set internal, I might want to use a geoprocessing tool later on to dissolve features based on a single attribute. Whatever my actual move is, this video is just to show how you add a new attribute or field to your attribute table. So once we have the attribute table open, we've got these buttons up at the top, and one of them is the Add Field button. So we're going to add a field, and it's going to open up this Add Field kind of dialog box here. And we can give it a name that might match our intention or what's going to be in that new attribute. And then we need to make sure that we select a data type that's appropriate. In this case, because I'm using this later on to dissolve features, I'm going to just give it short, which is going to be a fairly not a very data intensive in terms of storage needs, and I'm going to make sure that my data going in here are in numeric format with only one decimal place. Whatever. Okay, now I've added my new field here. I have to save it or it will go away. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Save button up here. In my opinion, this is not a very intuitively located button, but I can't change the software. I can only complain about it. Now if we close this out and look, all the way over at the end of our attribute table, way here on the right, we have a new column, right? So this is how you add a new column. You'll have to look at other ways of adding information to this column, which I will cover in a different video.